السلام عليكم، حياكم الله يا شباب. أنا قرمز من يعطي الله تختيم لعبة المغامرات. وعلبة تكون صالح يوم المناسبة. طالب لعب الجرس. ما بدأ نلعب نفس على ما نطلع على ما نشتغل على ما نطلع فخلونا المشوقة. وعلبة نوعها مغامرات وغموض. وإنك تلعب شخصية اسمها سام. هذا سام صحفي بس أكثر من كذي ما أعرف. خلونا نلعب يا بعض ونشوف السالفة. بس قبل لا نبدأ لا تنسوا اللايك والاشتراك وتفعيل جرس التنبيهات ونشر المقطع لأصحابكم إذا عجبكم. بسم الله، خلونا نبدأ.
The skies are finally clearing up after a light rainfall most of the afternoon. The weather's approaching 49 degrees, so we've got a brisk West Virginia evening ahead of us. Wrap up tight and settle in, folks. This is 104.3 WVCK, the Basswood Sound. I'm your host, Carrie Hammond. Coming up after a short break, mental health expert Dr. Rick will discuss the recent opioid epidemic that's been affecting.
My bed don't weigh the same. Change my clothes and wash my hair. Does the well go down that low? Let me breathe and I'll let you go. I look down in this place. Around for something real. There's a radio station playing wrong in my ear. You keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive. You keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive.
حتى الحين عم تشوفه ممتاز. تحس إن الرسومات واضحة علمية ووجه بس كل شيء فيها واضح. المفروض إذا 2020 فالمفروض تكون ممتازة من ناحية الجرافيكس. عم نقول إنها تطور في التحليل. نعيش. لا خلاص. سلام.
Time to kill before the funeral. Might as well spend it here. Funeral isn't for a while, and I'm not going to walk into town. This place was always one for decisions. Somewhere for things to fall apart. Welcome back to Basswood, Sam.
Oh, okay.
Welcome back to Basswood, Sam. Welcome back to Basswood, Sam. I came up here every chance I could. One of the all-time great views. Really makes a small town look big.
أنا أتوقع يا مرة غير صار شو اسمه المدينة وصلت عام 1865 والتالي أول مدينة هو المدينة بنت مع لم تكن أكثر من أي مدينة في الولايات اوكي هذه نبدأ يعني على المدينة ليش
I'm not sure Nick would even want me at his funeral, given how I left things. I'm not sure Nick would even want me at his funeral, given how I left things.
اوكي هذا نبدأ واحد متوفي واحد هذا متوفي ومندفن ما حضر جنازته شكله بينهم خلاف.
I remember spending entire summers on the banks fishing with Nick.
كان نسيت السبب قبل يعني كان صاحبي يعني
My hometown. It felt more imposing in my nightmares. Strange to think of basswood without its mine. Strange to think of basswood without its mine.
اوكي طيب مدينة الجنة واقع عادي الجبال ورع طالب لا طيب تكتبون يعني ومنتظر للطيب أسبوع اسمعي يا أخي شويت طيب وكل شيء برا وكل شيء في الزبالة وكل شيء كان الزبالة أنا هاي حمود العراق كده
I get the feeling it still sees some use, given how bad the coverage is up here.
إذا صارت فيك بلوى يا عزيزنا سلام
These trails were great to walk if you wanted to feel truly alone. Some of these species are endangered. She wrote an article about it. Hunting is another tradition I could never get behind. Just don't see the appeal.
طبعا أنواع الحيوانات موجودة. أوكي. طيب من ناحية سؤال أي زمن؟ واضح إنه زمن متقدم بس ما أدري عنه. أفترض يعني أنا ما أدري ولا مدافعين. ممكن تكون زمننا الحالي عادي. يعني الصيادين يبغوا يحطوا أكلهم يقولوا يعني عشان لا يأكلوا.
I left a sandwich in it for a whole week once. Dad never let me forget it.
أخذها طيب سندويشات ثلاثة ولا أكيد من عفنة بس كلها عفنة كلها عارف.
I used to love looking at basswood from up here. Helped give me perspective. Until that day.
أيوه. في هذا هو يبني. قال.
Why can't the real world be as clear and peaceful as my own mind?
أنا كله في عقله يعني الحين.
Even if it does mean nothing stays hidden in here. Not even me.
عقلك يعني يجوا بعالم بهالطريقة هذه كذا كأنك قاعد فوق كذا تمشي فوق كريستالات لحالك. سؤال ليش عقل كذا الشيء؟
I've been meaning to ask you something. Don't freak out. Would you be my little girl's godfather? I wouldn't trust anyone else with this.
And yet I stopped taking his calls. He even called once the day before he died. I'll never know what he wanted to talk to me about.
I've been meaning to ask you something. Don't freak out. Would you be my little girl's godfather? I wouldn't trust anyone else with this.
And yet I stopped taking his calls. He even called once the day before he died. I'll never know what he wanted to talk to me about.
Yeah, الأشياء اللي صارت له من قبل. أهم شيء تحرك. كل الأشياء اللي صارت يعني هذه الأشياء موجودة في عقله. ليه ذاكرتها موجودة.
This is Anna. She works freelance. Does a lot of the human interest pieces.
What can I say? I'm interested in humans and their pieces. What do you like to write?
I gotta run to a review with Walt. You two feel free to chit-chat. And Sam, be nice.
I had never met someone so interested in others, even in me.
عن كل الأشياء ذاكرة. الله. صح.
The story is important. You know I think that. It's just... people around here have short tempers and long memories. Be careful. Sam, are you even listening to me?
Hey, اسمع عليك.
I heard you, Anna. But no, I wasn't listening.
كنت أسمعش أوكي بس ما كنت مركز زيادة. الحين صرت تركز بقى. لما تعيش في هذا العالم الخيالي اللي موجود في عقلك صرت تتذكر الأشياء. في قاعد طلع الذاكرة كله.
Come on, Anna, look at this.
What is it? Someone skinny dipping?
Anna, you really need to see this.
I can't even see. Something's blocking it. Sam, what are you doing?
I'm trying to be romantic.
كذا جوك الرومانسي يعني.
Wait. Please don't tell me you're proposing.
I'm down on one knee, a ring. What else would I be doing?
أنا قاعد على منحني إلى أكتب هذا كلام جديد.
You look like I just went over your grandma. Okay, the silence is really starting to scare me now. Anna, please say something.
Sam, put that away. Come on. I don't want a ring. I don't need a ring. You should know that. We've discussed it before.
We weren't happy. She was the one brave enough to face that. Lost in my head again. How much time did I miss?
من اللي قاعد يقول على وهذه الأشياء اللي أنا سويتها يعني طريقة صح. مشيت في اللي يسموه هذا مكان وتذكرت ذيك الليلة اللي قدمت فيها لهذا يسموها الضابط كذا يعني. بس ما رجعت السيارة. إيه ما أبغى أرجع السيارة يعني. لا والله يعطوك أعرف الصلاة. وكان يعني أذكر بالليل هو أنا أتصاحب راح لا
I missed the funeral. Maybe it's for the best. On the bright side, Nick's not alive for me to let him down again.
شو مسوي الواحد هاي بينهم خلاف يعني.
There seems to be something here. Lovers scarring a tree to write down their initials. Always seemed twisted to me. Lovers scarring a tree to write down their initials. Always seemed twisted to me. Lovers scarring a tree to write down their initials. Always seemed twisted to me. Sorry, Walter, but I don't think I'll stick around. Given up already? Just a quick, depressing jaunt down memory lane and then you're gone? I know you think that the only thing waiting for you down there is hurt. Lots of hurt. And you might be right. But it's been 2 years. It's time to face the world. Time to adult. The good news, though,
موجودة الحين ولا هذا بس في عبد
you don't
الله؟
have to do it alone.
يبغى بس في عبد الله. على جوال الآن. هذا ولا بنسمي بيجي ولا لا بروح.
Lost the signal. Some things never change.
الشبكة ضعيف حقي لا مو لحظة يعني اوكي. شغلات الشبكة بديت اتحمس تو كنا نحس بالفرق. المقدمة بعدنا وخلنا 3 تروفيات. اللعبة بعد فيها خيارات يعني وأتوقع أن كل خيار ترتب عليه أحداث يعني زي لعبة هيفيرين مثلا كذا كل خيار تسوي تغير في القصة. أو تفسيرات. وأحسن ولد بعيد ما نعرف هذه بنت نيك اسمها الله.
Yuli, you actually came.
هذا لقب يعني
You've gotten taller.
طويلة.
Can we talk?
Talking right now.
It's cold.
So,
You left.
Joan, that's not fair.
You left.
Let's not talk about this. I'm sorry. يعني أرجع ولا والله أنا أصير ولا لا خلاص سكت الموضوع. أنا أرجع نشوف.
It was more complicated than just me and you.
It's always more important than me.
Joan, listen. After Anna and I broke up, I couldn't keep living with her. I didn't have anywhere else to stay. So I moved back in with my mom, who's over in Connecticut these days.
You didn't call, text, or anything. You were just gone.
I don't know what to say to that. You're right. I wasn't in a state where I could reach out to anyone. I'm still not. If Nick hadn't died, I never would have come back.
Thanks for being honest. You're always at least honest.
يعني خيارك عن صح. هو المفروض يعني أقول الصدق. حتى لو كان ترقيع بس.
Listen, I wanted to talk to you about what happened to Dad. It doesn't make sense. He wouldn't have just crashed. He drove like a grandma, you know that. It's wrong. I don't buy it.
I'm just in town for the funeral, Joan. I'm not a PI or a cop.
You're the closest thing I can talk to. Will you just look into it, Muley? Please?
She wants her father's death to mean something. But where does that lead?
What if it leads to the truth? That could change everything.
An hour ago, you wanted to run away. Now you want to start another investigation?
A few questions won't hurt anyone. Just tonight. To reassure her. And myself.
This is a wake. If you poke around, people may end up poking back. Okay, whatever you do, at least leave the kid out of it. It would be cruel to lead her on.
Friends don't lie to each other.
Even if it means disappointing her again. It's your call.
هذا منهم هذا أبوها يعني أخذوه يعني أو لا بشوف الموضوع هي مي مصدقة يا أبو والله حق تحس إن في شيء في الموضوع وهذا اللي ما أدري وش سالفته قاعد يقول لي ما هي بس تبغى تحس إن موت أبوها ما أن أبوها مات لسبب وأنا أعطيني خيارين لا والله بشوف الموضوع.
Okay, I'll see what I can see and all that. Gumshoe it up.
You will?
You make some good points. It doesn't fit. I hate when things don't fit.
Yeah, me too. I might just be, I don't know, crazy or something, but...
You want to know for sure. I get it.
Thanks, Muley. I should go in before my mom misses me. You better get in there too. Can't hide in your car all night.
Who says I'm hiding out here?
I do.
طيب ليش رقمه كان سواق؟ ايش كل الهدف هذا؟ يلا حجم شوي. هذا اللي يكلمني مش سالفته. أنا فاهم هذا أنا يعني القرين حقي ولا هذا أنا قاعد أكلم نفسي يعني زي ما الواحد كذا يكلم واحد هذا ما أنا فاهم في قصة ولا موضوع كيف هذا هو صعب. اكتئاب والله انا مكتئب خالص. اوكي هذا اللي لقيته او اللي شفته لحد الحين. هذه الرحلة حقي ومعلومات حقي investigation وتحقيق والناس اللي لقيت فيهم والحالة. طيب investigation أنا صحفي شرطي الصحفي حق لازم تكون شرطي والحالة اللي أنا وعدت جوالي بنت هذا إني أشوف موضوع ما طبيعي.
Might as well talk to Walter. I'll have to sooner or later. Whoever said you can judge someone by their car never met Tara.
Yes, the cat food is under the sink. Yes, yes it is, Mother. Trust me. Oh, Samuel is here. I'll call you back. Samuel Higgs, as I live and breathe. Has it really been over 2 years? Regardless, I'm so glad you finally made it. It's good to see you. What kept you?
A trip down memory lane. I missed the funeral, but I made it to Nick's wake.
You have to bring it in for a hug. It's a Basswood back in town requirement. So good to see you. Even if I wish the circumstances were different. In times like these, we need the comforting touch of others. At least I do. Also, have you spoken to Anna lately?
No, what?
No reason. If you get the chance, we should catch up. We should really catch up. I'll see you inside.
طبعا الأخ لا واضح إنه حشر كذا ما يجاب.
Here we go.
بس الساعة
Mr. Samuel Higgs, big shot
نعم.
investigative reporter.
اي طيب ايش فيك؟
Didn't think you'd ever be back in here.
I'd gladly slash your tires, but that means you couldn't
يا
leave
شين
town.
المحيطية.
And you are leaving
slide,
town right after
confirm.
this, right?
Just
خلنا
really
نشوف.
embracing those Hick stereotypes, huh, Joel?
خوياك اوكي عرفه. ايش عندك ايش عندك؟
Gentlemen, we'll get you good old boys another round.
Mighty kind of you, Declan.
حسب بس الميكروفون اصطلح. طول من شوي ما كان موجود. انا ما ادري وش فيه مو راضي.
Making friends already, I see.
Declan, been a while.
Hey, careful. I'd rather not be working tonight. And you always seem to angry up everyone's blood.
He started. انا اقول له هو اللي بده ولا قول والله هو اللي بده. انا ما كنت بتحرش فيه هو اللي تحرش فيه.
I was just standing here.
Well, he started it, and if you push him, he'll finish you. You watch yourself.
ان شاء الله الاخ مهايطي ذاك. اكره المهايطية.
I think it's time I go put up a photo at the memorial board. That's what people do, right?
بس انتظر شوي خلنا هني نشوف. ظهرنا يعرف الشبيب اللي هني يعرف ذاك المهايطي. خلني بعيد عنه. خلنا نشوف اول وش فيه بعدين اجي اكلمه.
That's where Nick and I sat every time he dragged me out for drinks after work.
اوكي هني كان يقعد هو شو اسمه خويه نيك.
Sammy, oh, it's been ages.
Tara?
Oh, me?
اوكي هذه
I've had
تارا.
a stomach thing lately, always churning. And this thing with Nick, his car went up like a Sunday ham. He burned alive, you know. Have you met Hugh? He took over the old pharmacy just after you left.
No.
The infamous Sam. I've read that article you wrote on the mine. You must have put in a lot of legwork on that.
What do you think of it? I don't want to talk about it. خلينا نشوف ايش رايه هو في الموضوع.
Oh, you read it. What do you think?
Of the writing? Fine. Fine. Of the reporting? Something that needed to be done. Many medicines are a bitter brew, but you still need to take them.
That's nice of you to say.
اوكي.
Don't
عجبه يعني
hesitate to
المقال
drop
اللي
by the
كتبته.
pharmacy sometime.
Oh, and Sam, you...
But for now, I have a feeling you're not here for us.
Oh, right. Don't be a stranger, Sam.
ايش فيهم دول؟ اوكي هذا واضح زعلانة على هذا نيك. يمكن هذه مرته.
Kathy,
Sam, you actually came.
I'm as well as you are. It's good to see you. الظاهر ان هذه مرته. لا خليني اقولها زين اني شفت شلون.
it's been too long, Kathy.
Has it? Joan was really hurt when you left town. Nick and I were never close after the breakup, and Joan's
Okay,
never had a
منفصلين
lot
بعد
of
عن بعض.
friends.
Yeah.
Maybe don't break her heart this time when you leave town. All right?
اقول لها نبتها اظن جون اظن شو اسمه نيك انقتل ولا بسوي اللي اقدر عليه او بسوي احسن ما عندي. خليني اشوف تحيا موضوع بنتها.
Your daughter thinks Nick's crash doesn't make sense.
She's a little girl who lost her father. She's confused right now. Don't you go encouraging her
اوكي ما
or
تصدق بنتها
worse,
واضح.
putting those thoughts in her head. I frankly thought you knew better.
Do you think she has a point?
I think you should stay away from her.
الله ما تبغاني ابدا اقد اياها. My voice حطها لزقها من أجل الذكرى.
Sorry we lost touch. Sorry I lost touch. Rest up, big guy.
هذا هو
This photo always looked weird. Nick could never keep a straight face.
I wonder who took that picture.
هذه ايش صوت ايام الشغل. هذه هو
Happier times. We drove straight to the sea after work on a Friday. Hell of a weekend.
كانوا الظاهر صحبة يا بعض. هذا هو
Bug was
مرته.
so small back then.
يا بنتهم.
Those two were a great team.
اوه
Those two
هذا
were a
خوينا
great team.
الحشري اللي في البداية اللي شفناه.
Look at us. He was more her best friend than a dad.
كان ظاهر مقرب من بنته واجد. وانا ذيك المرة مو مصدقة كلام بنتها. والبنت قاعدة تخرف. مو تخرف يعني معنا.
Samuel, guess I lost the bet.
Bet?
اي رهان ده.
Yeah, that bet you'd never come back to Basswood? Not after you went careening out of town like a bat out
حد
of
قال لك
hell
تراهن.
instant that article broke bad.
كان مراهن اني ما اجي وانا جيت. Oh my bet was the bet with. ولا انا فزت في الرهان ولا اقول له خليني اقول انا اللي فزت في الرهان.
Well, Dennis, I won the bet I had with myself that you'd be an asshole right off the bat.
لا عاد مو كذي عاد.
That was a safe bet.
What are you even doing here, Dennis? You and Nick become friends or something?
Nope. He thought I was a drunk, which I am. And I thought he was a hack, which he was.
This coming from the IT guy. Didn't know resetting passwords could give you a journalism degree.
It can. But it does give me less patience for people who sling mud my way. Relax. I'm just playing. At least tell me how you've been.
Don't pretend you care. Think you have been great. It's been rough. أقول له تراها أو يعني too much
If
شوي.
you must know, I still haven't bounced back from when Anna and I broke up.
I think you mentioned she broke up with you. Yeah, but I hear you. Yeah, that's how I ended up in this shit town. Chasing a woman. Yeah, then she left and I got stuck here with 2 kids. Anyway, cheers to Nick. A man that, unlike us, people actually liked. Speaking of which...
جت هذه أنا تعزف لنا جيتار. على ذكرى نيك.
As time draws near, my dearest dear, when you and I
أنا مستانس قاعد يهز.
how little you know of the grief and woe in my poor aching heart. 'Tis but I suffer for your sake. Believe me, dear, that's true.
شوف النظرات كريه ذا ما حبيته. اللي في البار والله كلهم مضروبين.
Was staying here.
حرام قاعد تصيح عليه. شوف فيها هناك تند ذا ويك سويت انا. اوكي اقدر اتكلم اياها بس خليني اشوف اول شي في حاجة مني من هناك. لا ما انا لاعب. ويمديني اتكلم ايامها.
There was no love lost between Kathy and Nick since their divorce, but anyone can see she's taking his death hard.
وصحيح كانوا منفصلين عن بعض بس هي مكسورة الحين عشان انها توفى.
You'd think a kid at a bar would stand out more.
خلينا نشوف نتكلم اياها.
Not now, Sam.
اوكي. الاخت زعلانة مطنقرة. هي زعلانة من على موت زوجها ولا زعلانة عشان اني كلمت بنتها ولا هذا الشرطي.
So Sam, how's life been treating you?
يقول له كيف الحياة وياك؟ ولا لا وش اللي اقول له حالي حال الناس. والله هو السؤال بايخ يعني زي واحد يقول لك كيف الحياة؟ يقول والله ماشي الامور. ولا يقول له لا مو كويس لان نك خلينا نقول له نك والله مات.
Could be better. My best friend just died.
No need to snap at me, Sam. I ain't the enemy here. And your allies are in short supply, so be careful what you say. You staying in town long?
Not really. Why? You think I'm gonna disturb the peace or something?
Wouldn't be your first time. Have a nice evening, Sam.
اوكي ما عجبه جوابي يعني. خلاص ما نتكلم يعني. إيثان. خلنا نكلم إيثان أول بعدين نكلم صاحب.
He's owned this bar for almost a decade and still can't afford another employee.
ما يمديني أكلمه.
So I had to throw them all out on their ear, and only then did I realize Ah, Samuel, my favorite ex-muckracker. Join us. Join us.
How was the funeral?
Wasn't there. Setting up for this.
Everyone came, most of the town, it felt like. A sea of sad, wet eyes. I gave the eulogy. Felt hollow. So hollow. He worked for me for years. For years. My best reporter. What do you even say about him?
He was dedicated, he was biological. والله ما ادري اخاف اختار يعني انا في بالي شيء واخاف اني اجيب العيد يعني ظاهر انه يوم اجاوب ذاك الشرطي جوابي ما عجبه.
He loved people, sharing things.
المفروض
fun
ما
together. Take video games. He didn't even care if it was some cooking game or shooting game or what, as long as we were playing together.
I always prefer my games analog. Chess, Go. You two did seem to bond over them, though.
It's the small things. Like he always kept his window down. Said cars made him claustrophobic. That's how he stays with us. The little details.
I remember the bar bets about that safe spot at Pac-Man. He got me one night.
Yeah.
يتذكروا قاعدين عندك المواقف اللي صارت فيها.
Enough about Nicholas, enough. Tell me, how have you been, Sam? How have you really been?
لا be honest. خلينا نقول الصدق ما ودي أكذب يعني.
I spend all day doing nothing. I don't even count days. They just blur together. Nick's death barely hit me. It was like a pinprick compared to just everything.
Time heals most wounds. Some it just makes worse. Sounds like you need something to pull you out of your rut.
Well, I think I've taken enough of your gents' time.
Go, mingle, circulate, but you must join us for an actual round later. You must.
Okay, لا تخاف. Yeah. I think later maybe. أنا بس كلام عنك أقول له أوكي.
Yeah, that could be nice. Maybe. We'll see.
إيه والله. كل شوي تتكلم
Think about
عن.
it, Samuel. A drink with friends is worth 1,000 among enemies.
ما يحتاج يعني. جبت شي جديد. خلينا نكلم أنا نشوفها. سعدانة وقاعدة تبكي.
No more than 3,000.
I thought it was 4,000.
شرف متشو.
That's what crooked promises want you to use. But that
Oh,
amount
yeah.
is damaging in the long term.
هذا اللي كان من شوي ما أدري إيش.
Bess always had a soft spot for Nick. I think she liked his work ethic.
ما بديني أكلمها أصلا. خل نروح نكلمها أنا. خلنا لا أنا.
Has it really been 2 years since I saw her? She hasn't changed a bit.
سنتين صار له. حزينة.
Anna?
Sam!
This is having fuck her. يحضنها طيب. حاضنت إنه كنت تتفرج عليها يعني.
I've missed you. Why did it take so long for you to darken my doorstep?
It wasn't because of you. I'm here now. Chose to come back. أقول لها مو علشان مو بسببش يعني. أقول لها لا أنا طيب أنا جيت يعني.
Well, I'm here now. I'll have to try and come by more often. That's what I'm supposed to say, right? Even if not everyone around here would like it.
People around here have short tempers,
And long memories.
but most of them mean well. Sam, the mine was gonna close anyways. Maybe in a year or 2, 5, if the Lord has a sense of humor. It was gonna run dry or have an even bigger disaster. It wasn't your fault.
So that everyone else. I didn't know. لا أدري يعني كلام صح. لا والله ما ساعدت. Tell that to everyone else. لا قولي والله للكل. اعترف اني انا اتوقع اني اذا قلت I didn't help كان يقول لها اني انا والله كنت مقصر يعني. انا والله ما ادري اخاف اختار واجيب العيد. خليني اقول لها I know خلاص.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that. It doesn't make it easier though.
It's gotta make it a little easier. When my father lost his legs, nobody knew the mine wasn't following regulations. You were the only one who started asking questions. Whenever people talk about you, he always says, you did the right thing.
Yeah, well, your dad's Joe. He's an oak. Unmoving and annoyingly supportive.
It wasn't just him. Nick thought your piece was great. He was actually jealous.
أبوها كان معجب فيه يعني
He
قاعدة
always
تقول.
wanted to write something that shook the pillars of heaven, as he used to put it. You know, Nick and I had moved in together, started to get serious. But I think it's only now I realize how much I cared for him.
كان ماجن. أحس هذيك الثانية يعني كنا استعوط عليها. لا والله أنت كنت توي هناك وكذا أعطيها وضعية اللي أنا والله ما كنت أدري. ولها لا كلها كان ماجن يعني.
Yeah. That's you two must be so hard.
Are you okay? You knew about us, right? He said he was going to tell you.
Yeah, I knew, but knowing and knowing are different.
Yeah, I guess they are. But this was all nice. The funeral, the wake. Walter did a good job. But it all just makes me feel heavy. It makes my heart hurt. Like Nick's memory has been laid on top of me and I'm still carrying him.
أقول لها نيك انقتل ولا أقول لها والله آسف والله إنه راح. ما أتوقع إنها تدري. لو إنها تدري إنه انقتل على طول بتقول يعني. لا أقول لها I'm sorry Nick's gone.
It's hard for me to really just wrap my head around it. Nick being gone.
Smart. Don't rock the boat when the person in the boat just lost a loved one.
It's big. I can't get my head around it either. His stuff is all over my house, but he's just missing.
هذا
Things without
الجني حقي بسميه. الجني حقي قاعد يقول لي عادل شغلك صح.
Give to Joan and
أنا خايف والله إن هذا
throw away. I don't even know. Sam, I'm tired, and if I'm gonna drink and cry, I want to do it alone. I played that stupid song like I told myself I would.
لا والله أغنيتك ما كانت غبية كانت
He
ليوة.
used to say, it made him ache. I did it, and I'm going home. We need to catch up, though. Let's meet for coffee tomorrow and talk. Really talk. 9:30?
Yeah, maybe.
I'll be at the cafe across from the paper.
قاعد تعزمني على قهوة.
It was honestly nice seeing you.
الحين بعد ما راح ذاك قامت.
Samuel, come, have a round with me.
I need a drink or two.
ايش تبغى؟
Or 3, and then I'll go.
هذا الظاهر الجني حقي اشوفه يعني كل ما تجي طاري ان شو اسمه هذا نيك انقتل يقول لي لا يعني الحين لما اخترت خيار اني ما اقول لها انه والله هل نيك انقتل قال لي ايه شغلك عدل. وحتى لما كنت في السياره مع هذه بنته قاعد يقول لي تراها بنت قاعده تخرف في شيء في الموضوع يعني يبغى لي اشوف من هذا خلينا نقلع ما نتكلم عنه والله حسيته كريه. يلا داني جيت بس تعزمني عشان اشرب يعني ما بتقول لي شيء. خلني اشوف في شيء ثاني اسويه. هذه وش سالفتها هي معجبة فيه ولا ما طريقة كلامهم
So
شوي غريبة.
tragic what happened to Nick. The details are horrible. They think he didn't die on impact. Instead, he roasted to death. Not enough to damage the bones, but you know, not a pretty sight.
طيب الحين ليش قاعد تقول
Unless you're into that
لي
kind of thing, of course. I didn't mean to be
بتقاريني يعني؟ اي والله. اقول لها اي والله تراش رودة وقحة يعني. ولا اقول لها لا عادي. هو انا ودي اقول لها اي بس لا اخاف ممكن تصير مشكلة بيني وبينها فاقول لها يلا لا عادي عادي. سلك
It's all
لها.
right, Tara. I don't like the sight of dead, burned people.
Oh, thank God. I wouldn't want to be rude on a day like this. Poor Sam. Now that Nick is gone, everyone in town hates you. I mean, I don't. Why would I? It's not my job you destroyed. You're not the cause of all my problems. I mean, that's what you did for pretty much all of Basswood, but not to me. So, I don't hate you.
Thanks for the confidence booster, Tara. I'll see you around.
وخر عنها إيه. ما ادري ما عجبتني. ما قاعد يتكلم يا مهايطي، قاعد تهز راسك ليش؟ خلينا نشوف يتكلم.
Hey Sam, why don't you drink to Nick on the other side of the bar?
ما يقطعكم بس هذا اللي عندكم قولي والله روح اشرب هناك. شلة المهايطية. بدينا نتكلم يا الشرف، تكلمت اياها اتوقع خلاص ولا؟
Mr. Hicks, good to see you.
لا ما تكلمت اياها صح.
Condolences for your friend. Coming back in town must not have been easy. Officer Stevenson was telling me about your little welcome.
اتوقع ان عدل المفروض اني اتكلم وياهم كلهم حق اعرف شخصية كل واحد فيهم.
We just don't want any troubles here. Not from you, not from anyone.
والله مو انا اللي اسوي مشاكل. اللي هني عجيبين غريبين. Oh good night. خلني اسألهم عن موتة نيك. ابغى اشوف الظاهر ان الموضوع فيه شيء.
One quick thing. Nick's death. Are you sure it was an accident?
Are we sure? What are you trying to say?
Now, Sam, I know you're a bird dog at heart and a bird dog hunts. But listen, Nick's death was an accident. Don't go riling people up.
اي طيب كيف صار الحادث؟
You think you've done that enough to the nice folks around here?
I guess so. Enjoy your evening.
مات عليهم.
Nick was a good man. Sam, he likes to always spelled your name right. Chasing shadows that aren't.
خلاص ما يمدي اتكلم يعني. بس هذا اللي الله قدرهم عليه. ولا ما يمديني اتكلم وياهم. يمكن عندهم شيء يمكن يقولوا لي دليل. لا هو مات بحادث وخلاص. اخبار
You'd think a kid at a bar would stand out more.
ايوه ايش جايبش انتي ما كانش الروضة مو هني. ما انا شارب. انا قال لي يشرب بس انا ما ابغى اشرب. ترى يمديني اتكلم وياهم؟ لا ما يمدي. شوف يمدي امشي بدون ما اشرب ولا؟ لا والله لازم اشرب. عادي ما انا مكلم عنها. والله اللي في البار عجيبين غريبين كلهم.
It's supposedly the spirit of coal. Doesn't really belong here anymore.
So Nick wasn't drunk, and me, I was drunk as a skunk.
Samuel, join us. We were just sharing stories about dear Nicholas. And let me get your next round. Maybe Ethan has a suggestion for a worthy spirit?
Spirits? Oh, no. Friends drink beer.
Yes, I suppose that's fitting. To dear Nicholas.
Yeah, he'd been coming in a lot lately. Sat right
there
with a bad dad joke or two.
With friends, I guess? Maybe Anna.
No, by himself with his laptop as his date.
He never drank alone.
You two were close though, right? Tell me about the man outside the bar.
He had a terrible memory. Couldn't remember names, dates, passwords. Kept his notes squirreled around him like a hoard.
He had things I didn't. He hadn't talked. والله ما كلمنا بعد سنتين. ولا كانت عندي أشياء ما عندي. ولا أشرب وأسحب عليهم يعني. بس بنقول كان خوش أبو.
He was always good with Joan, though Kathy did the heavy lifting. Took her to school, fed her, clothed her, and Nick would pick her up.
تكلموا عن رجال زي
A
الناس.
few hours, mostly she'd just sit in the office drawing. He'd drop her back off with her mom after dinner.
Greater men have done far less by their daughters. The friend of man, the friend of truth, the friend of age, and guide of youth. Few hearts like his with virtue warmed, few hearts with knowledge so informed. If there's another world, he lives in bliss. If there is none, he made the best of this. Burns.
هذا شعر ولا راب ولا؟
You know Robert Burns? And no, just something I keep on hand for toasts.
Well, it's a good choice. And sorry about that, Sam. I wasn't trying to bring you down.
نقول الناس كانوا يحبوه ولا؟ نقول الناس.
Everyone liked him. I think even Dennis liked him somewhat.
He always had a lot of friends. A few who couldn't make it sent flowers.
How's the family taking it?
طيب خلاص ترموا لي لحظات يقولوا والله مو الكل رسل ورود. اتوقع يقصدوني انا. خلاص طيب درينا.
Not a soul. Not a single soul.
خلاص سكروا الموضوع خلاص.
Put that down! Kathy, what's your underage child doing drinking? You have no control over her? He can lose his
I wasn't
license.
doing anything! Don't touch me!
Joan!
Leave me alone.
ايه انت اصلا المفروض ما تدخلي هني.
You're all so stupid!
في هذه صادقة.
Talk to people that way.
وانت في هذه صادقة بس هم اخر شيء اياهم حق. انت ليش قاعدة؟
I'm sorry everyone. She's just so
That was quite heavy-handed. I hope the little one doesn't take it to heart.
لا خليها تزعل والله ما حد قال لها تدخل هني. اوكي هي صادقة لما قالت كل الموجودين طرمان. يا كاتي وزهاج يا لو دكلان هذا شو اسمه اتوقع المحقق. لا والله امها ما كانت وياها ولا حتى الشرب. واقول لها برسل لها رسالة. واقول لها ارسل لها.
I'll send her a text. Make sure she's going to be okay.
أبيه اللي هني أنا مهتم فيها. مستانسة هاني سألتها. بلا خلاص تقول لها أنا هنا علشانش. تقول لها انتبهي. اوه مسرع. انا اقول وش في ذا قاعد ما استوعبت. وش في ذا؟ لا تكثر يا كابتن. قد يشرب لنا ظهر للصبح. بيجيك.
Night. I'd say that went well. Ish. You got to chat with everyone you've been avoiding. Even if the years didn't smooth their animosity as much as I hoped. Just shut up. Coming back to Basswood was your idea. You're the one in the driver's seat, Sam. I can't make you do anything. Deep down, you've been looking for a reason to come back. It's gonna be one of those long nights inside your head, huh?
اقول له خلاص يا حبيبي، ولا اقول له انا ما طلبت منك تجيني. هو موجود في كل الاحوال، الظاهر انه زي الخيال لي. اقول له خلاص وقف.
Stop pushing me. Stop always poking at me. You just won't quit. I'm trying to help. And helpful tip number 602, beer doesn't solve any of this. You're back out in the world, feeling emotions, fitting in. That's progress.
Fuck the world. Pointless talking and more talking.
اي والله كلامك ما منه فايدة.
No one says what they mean. Go away. Let me enjoy being miserable.
Just try and make sure you don't do anything stupid. No promises.
يقول له لا تسوي شي غبي. يقول له ما وعدك والله. ويز جلاس بلبع هذا ما ادري كم كاس، شرب اللي في البار كله. اوكي خلاص بنهي الحلقة هني. اوكي شباب، وصلنا لنهاية الحلقة الاولى من لعبة توين ميرور. اللعبة الظاهر والله اعلم شكلها رهيبة، فيها اشياء واجد مشوقة، وبشوف انا بالتحديد يعني. والسالفة هذا الجني اللي لازق فيه، والسالفة نيك الظاهر ان بنته صادقة، انه ما مات يعني موت عادية. عندي احساس كبير يقول لي كذي، ما ادري ليش. اوكي زي ما قلنا شباب، لا تنسوا اللايك والاشتراك وتفعيل جرس التنبيهات ونشر المقطع لاصحابكم. كان معاكم قرمز، نشوفكم على خير.